Good afternoon, good evening now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tyson Event Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. It is NAIA Women's Basketball Championship here at the Tyson Event Center alongside my broadcast partner, Nelson Wilson. I'm Justin Barker as we head into the final little quadrant of games to fill out the quarterfinals, and this one should be an excellent matchup. It's the Marion Knights, the 4th overall seed here at the National Championship, taking on 13-seeded Concordia. Concordia playing out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They are 21-8 on the season. They finished 17-5 in the GPAC. 3 of those losses, however, are to number 5 national seed Morningside, including a couple of buzzer beaters. Simply put, this is a fantastic team. When you look at the other side, the Marion Knights, fantastic. 27-5 overall. 16-0, a perfect mark through the Crossroads League. We just saw their Crossroads League rival Indiana Wesleyan defeat 6-seeded Southeastern. Both of these conferences, Nelly, I think mirror one another in the fact that it is rough, it is tumble, it is run and gun. You might have to score 90 to win one night. You might have to score 65 to win the next night. These teams are really battle-tested, and when you look at the two coaches, they're both national championship winning coaches. That chess match is going to be awesome. The teams are going to be awesome. I think this is going to be a spectacular game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Get your popcorn, get your donuts, get everything that you need.
Well, you ate them all.
Sit down. I didn't. Well, I tried. I tried, but this should be a very, very entertaining game, though. Like you said, both programs are nationally solid.
Yes, they are.
So this will be a great matchup to be able to listen to or watch. One of the two. So.
The Marion Knights average 80.7 points a game. They allow 58.9. Concordia scores 78.4 points a game. They give up 65.6. Time to take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, Concordia University out of Seward, Nebraska. Playing out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, and head coach Drew Olson in his 14th season, 385 victories to 98 defeats. He's a national champion winning coach, also national runner-up on 2 different occasions for Concordia as they make their 19th national tournament appearance with a record of 35-17 in national tournament competition. The starting lineup looks this way for Concordia. Bailey Cunard wears number 2, a 5'6 freshman from Bailey Conrad, a 5'6 freshman from T, South Dakota. Tasha Rustin wears number 4, a 5'4 freshman from Lubbock, Texas. Taylor Cockrell wears number 5, a 5'9 junior out of Waverly, Nebraska. Mackenzie Kepke wears number 21, a 6'1" junior from Lincoln, Nebraska. And Riley Pauley wears number 25, a 5'10 junior out of Omaha. Cockrell, the leading scorer, 14.1 points per game. Rushton at 14.8, and Rushton at 14.1 on the way to 78 points a game. For Concordia, they wear dark blue top to bottom. Concordia written across the front in white, and white numerals as well. Sharp unis for Concordia. For the Marion Knights out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and the Crossroads League, 27-5 overall. Katie Gerald's their head coach in her 8th season, 228 victories, 49 losses, and 2 national championships going back-to-back did Marion with Coach Gerald's in their run. The starting lineup: Tamia Perryman wears number 2, a 5'8 freshman from Fishers, Indiana. Abby Downard wears number 3, a 5'7 senior from Avon, Indiana. Ella Collier wears number 13, a 6-foot-tall freshman from Danville, Indiana. Imani Guy wears number 23, a 6'4" senior out of Columbus, Indiana. And Macy Willoughby wears number 32, a 5'8 senior from Flora, Indiana. Guy averages 15.1 points per game. She's awesome, Nelly. You're going to enjoy watching her again. Collier right there at 13.8 points per game. Marion Knights in white with yellow numerals trimmed out in blue. Marion written across the front of their uniforms as you see their starting lineups being announced here on screen. When you take a look at this game, Nelly, I'm not really sure where to start with how you try to win this game because both teams are deep and talented.
Well, you're going to see an up and down game, and both teams are going to try to line up the scoreboard. You may see some, as far as defense goes, you may see some chess matching going on, but I'm just gonna. It's going to be a crazy game when it comes to how many points have the possibility of being put up.
Well, and they're going to go about it a little differently in the fact that Concordia leads this tournament by over 200 attempts. They have attempted 909 three-pointers through 29 games this season. So they're going to shoot the three about 30 times here. So for Marion, getting their defense out on the perimeter, sliding and rotating on defense to try to avoid that open shot, that's really going to be a key.
Yeah, and having seen these ladies 3 times play this year, they're not afraid to attack the basket and go inside either. So they're a fun team to watch, especially if they've got the inside-out game going. And so this is going to be a fun game.
It absolutely is, and it's time for opening tip-off. And here we go.
It's an awesome song. Love it.
And we're underway here at the Tyson Event Center. Concordia will have the opening crack at points. Going from right to left here in the first half. Rushton up top, wants to feed down low, has Pauly, shot off the mark, Guy with the rebound. Marion will have the first opportunity at points here. Three-pointer from the corner, off the mark and no good by Willoughby. Guy with the rebound, and Marion will reset. Just underway. One more game to go here tonight. That should be a great matchup as well. Guy on the block. She'll turn, throws it through the paint. Out to Perryman. Further out for three. Macy Willoughby will start the scoring. So 3-0 right off the bat. Concordia looking for some penetration. Pauly will throw it back to the top. That's where Rushton stands. Tasha Ruston. She takes a drive down the paint into the trees and is blocked down. Some really good height for Marion in the middle. Trailer on the play. Perriman, shot off the glass, no good. Guy with a rebound and put back. Imani Guy.
Well, they're going to have to figure out early how to keep her off the glass. That's 2 rebounds for her, and both times she's rebounded the basketball, they've scored points off of it.
She's going to do it, and she's going to do it well because she doesn't know any different. She averages 8.2 rebounds per contest along with her 15.1 points. So pretty much good for a double-double every night as she gets her 3rd rebound off of the Taylor Cockrell miss. 5-0 here in the early going. Guy just in front of the free throw line. Got a sweet touch. She can hit it from everywhere, filling up the basket. 7-0 Marion in a timeout by Coach Drew Olson. The first thing he tells his girls on the way to the huddle is take a deep breath.
Yeah. And I tell you, he's as cool as a cucumber, man. I'm telling you, he just doesn't get shook, and he's telling them right now, hey, we're going to be fine.
Absolutely.
Just take a breath here and let's regroup, but we're going to be fine.
Concordia advanced, defeating Loyola out of Louisiana 71-54. For Marion, they defeated Grandview out of Des Moines, Iowa 92-69. And as you take a look at Marion's record this year, they lost to St. Francis. They're here. They lost to Lindsey Wilson, who was expected to be here, as well as Indiana Tech. And their other loss was to Indiana Wesleyan again. So battle-tested as can be. And like we said with Concordia, they struggled out of the gate this season and then obviously picked it up as they won a ton of games down the stretch. And that's a 3 by Bailey Conrad. But out of Concordia's 8 losses, Dakota State is here. Morningside is here. Dakota Wesleyan had a pretty good season. They lost to Morningside 3 times. That's a travel. But they lost out of the chute. They were 0-3 to start, and by Christmas they had 5 of their 8 losses. So since January rolled around, they've only lost 3 times, and 2 of those were to Morningside, who they played 3 times. Like we said, 2 were buzzer beaters. They were great contests, and Drew Olson's teams are going to get better and better as the season progresses, and he had some lineup changes throughout the year. There's a free throw line jumper by Rushton. But as he found the perfect mix, 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for Coach Olson, and a steal. Conrad kicks it out beyond the arc. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Willoughby for Marion.
And you go back to Concordia, and for you to have two freshmen that are in the starting lineup at the same time in the Great Plains Conference, like that's saying something. And
it really is.
You have to be a flat-out player.
There were some excellent freshmen in the conference this year, but you don't see that very often. And Coach Olson and his crew ready to go, and you'll see these two coaches are intense in their own right, which I think is the game within the game. Coach Katie Geralds has a absolutely spectacular playing career, played at the professional level, and obviously has coached her team to a very high level here as Rushton gets the steal. Rushton takes the right side of the paint, lays it up, no good. Follow up by Cockrell is no good. Rebound punched around inside. Collier pulls it away from Marion. They're on the run. Downard top of the key. She'll throw it to Willoughby. They were looking for Guy inside, but it was tipped away and stolen. And Concordia on the run with Koepke. Koepke dances through the paint and gets it to go. Little fade away from Koepke. Just like that, we're tied at 7.
And got to take better care of the basketball.
6:35 to play here in the first quarter. Collier up top. She'll wait just a minute. Looking for a screen now. She'll pop for 3 and bury it. Ella Collier for 3.
And neither one of these teams you have to worry about getting down to, or they're getting close to a shot clock violation, because that's just not going to happen.
No. You might get 3 shots off in 30 seconds with these two. And they'll sub early and often. Cockrell picks up her dribble. Pauly back to Rushton. She'll turn. She hits the cutter. It is Riley Pauly for the basket. Beautiful give and go. 10-9. Marion does have the lead. Open 3. Perriman in and out, no good. It was halfway through the cylinder. And pops out to Cockrell for Concordia. She's got the top of the key, now the free throw line. She'll look deeper. Stripped on the way in. Should stay with Concordia, and it does.
Boy, that was a great piece of defense there that time. Just basically slid with her the whole way to the baseline and was able to block the basketball when she put the shot up.
It's textbook shuffling your feet. You have to establish the good position. She did it well there. Inbounds play from the baseline for Concordia. It'll go to Pauly. Little touch pass down to the baseline for Abby Aplaka, a 5'8" senior.
That's a tough shot because that was a fadeaway. That's a tough shot.
And a foul coming on Rushton. Will be her first and the team's first. So the inbounds play will come straight across from us as you look at it on your screen. And Collier will do the inbounding. Off a screen up top, Downard gets the basketball, now turns down the paint, throws it back out beyond the arc. Kennedy Gerard into the ball game for Marion. A 5'11" sophomore out of Indianapolis, which right now is the center of the basketball world at the NCAA level. All 68 teams in Indianapolis, some obviously being booted out of the bubble as they fall.
Some of those have happened today already.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great day of basketball with all the tournaments going on. NAIA Men's Championship down in Kansas City, and a foul will be called to Willoughby, her first.
She didn't like it, but that was a pretty easy call. Just gonna say it.
Jayla Wayner into the lineup for Marion, a 5'5" freshman out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If she's a Steeler fan, she's happy today with Juju Smith-Schuster re-signing with the Steelers.
For less money.
Yes, exactly.
He wanted to stay home, so that's good.
Shanice Mukwe into the ball game as well. Mukwe, a 5'7" junior out of South Jordan, Utah. Rushton on the drive. She backs in, turns, fades away, shoots, and scores, and gets a nice roll.
Yep, nice shooter's touch there. And Rushton, we should have mentioned, is a freshman too.
She's very good. She did not play against Briarcliff when they came here to town. So some different names in the Concordia lineup from when I covered them last. I know you had them very recently. Picking up her dribble, Mukwe. She works it in and back out beyond the arc for the Marion Knights. 13-10 Concordia. Shot clock down to 5. Concordia gets the steal. But Marion will steal it right back. Mukwe runs it down. She'll turn it up. She might not stop. She's going to go full bore to the basket. Does finally throw it out. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Well, actually, no, a 2. Allison Bossy with the 2-point basket. She had a foot on the stripe. Good job by the refereeing crew. 13s. 3:33 to play in the quarter. Rushton covered up by a double team. It'll be a jump ball and Marion basketball. 4 Concordia Bulldogs into the lineup.
When I tell you right now, man, defensively, JB, both teams they're absolutely getting after each other. I just love to see that type of basketball.
Well, you're going to earn everything you get at this point in the tournament, and we mean that by everybody that we've seen. The intensity of the defense has been spectacular in just about every game we've watched. I think they're making sure. Yes.
Well,
okay, it's 13-12.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And it was a 2. That was the referees made the call right away. They both conferred with one another, so just want to make sure the scoreboard is right. 13-12. A steal by Concordia. Conrad with the basketball across the half-court stripe. Ahead to Cockrell. She'll throw it across the court. Koepke wants to feed low. Rebecca Higgins into the ball game for Concordia. Nice drive at a lay-in. Good. Mackenzie Toomey with the basket.
When she just kind of forced her will on that. I think it was great defense played there, but she kind of forced her will on it.
Bossy has the dribble. She goes through traffic, calls out a play. Mukwe with the basketball. She crisscrosses her, dribbled a few times, steps back, pops a jumper, top of the key off the front of the rim, no good. Conrad will clear the rebound for Concordia. They want to run, and it's overthrown, intended for Higgins on the baseline. A little tall for Rebecca Higgins. Amani Guy back in the lineup for Marion. Ella Collier back in as well. The Marion Knights, by the way, get the Team Sneaker Award.
Oh, they're sharp.
All of them very bright.
Yep.
The bright pink worn by most of the players.
They don't match their uniforms, by the way.
Well, that's okay. They're way cooler than we are, Nelly.
They are, for sure. But that doesn't take much.
You're right. Mukwe with the basketball. Downward up top. Bounce pass to Collier, high post. She gets a screen, stops at the elbow, pops, no good. Offensive rebound for the Knights. Little spin move by Mukwe. She's got nothing doing and throws it out beyond the arc. Back to Guy, little mid-range jumper. Almost banked it in, no good. Good rebound by Mackenzie Koepke. Pauly ahead of traffic, lay-in good. Three-point play chance opportunity for Riley Pauly. Good hustle down the floor.
And I tell you, 2 Marion players, they took each other out on that. And they were definitely at a disadvantage as far as being outnumbered. And Concordia did a great job of just pressing the issue there.
And a timeout on the floor. Wallaby picks up, I believe that'll be her second. I don't know if they've called it in yet. I have her for 2 anyway. They haven't put it on the board. Our national broadcast here on the NAIA network is brought to you by Spalding, proud to be the official basketball provider of the NAIA. Also, Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company. Contact the knowledgeable professionals at Mutual of Omaha for all of your student-athlete catastrophic insurance needs. And this one, Nellie, I want to ask you, do you know anything about Ballology? You
Nope.
should check it out because it's the official performance analytics app that measures, tracks, and certifies athletic skills using objective assessments, facilitates access to the best training resources available, and provides a forum for players to connect, compete, network, and share their development with coaches, schools, and teammates. Really cool looking app when we have seen the commercial run by the Hastings College crew.
Ballology.
Yeah, looks awesome.
Sounds awesome.
Guy in the paint, near side, Mukwe for 3, off the mark, misses everything, but Perriman pulls it out of the sky. Collier for 3 up top, no good. Guy gets the rebound after it goes through Kepke's fingers. Her putback is no good. And a foul coming on the offensive rebound. Mukwe got it. I think the foul will go to Kepke. That'll be her first.
Boy, that was intense there.
They're getting after it.
Yeah.
They're getting after it with no apologies.
Wow. Yep.
Let's go. 1:43 to play here in the first quarter. Concordia 18-12 over Marion. So that was just a practice. We'll do it again.
Do over?
Practice. Talking about practice.
Practice?
Not a game.
But practice.
Still one of the best sound bites. That and the gentleman from Baylor on how they got out-rebounded at the tournament. Three-pointer in the corner, good. Abby Downard for three. How did they out-rebound you? Well, when you miss and you grab the ball out of the air, that's a rebound. They got more than we did. I'll have to pull that up for you. It's just great. 15 on the Concordia shot clock. Fed down Riley Pauly, left-hand lay-in, good. She's got 6 already.
And that was a beautiful feed from her teammate, man. Did a great job of setting her up.
Downer dribbles to Guy, just outside of the paint. She cuts inside. Mukwe will bounce it out beyond the arc. Perriman thought about a three, fires down low instead. Left off for Guy, right in front of the basket. In and out, no good, a little strong. Bulldogs come out with the basketball there on the run. Cockrell left wing for Concordia. She wants to drive, right side, gets to the rim, lays it up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped outside. Bailey Conrad for three, her second of the quarter. Perriman wants to win the race. She did to the low block, but tried to hit the trailer guy and went through her hands into Kepke's. Kepke runs and is run into and fouled by Abby Downard.
Playing right now, both teams, man, every chance and opportunity they get to push the ball, they're absolutely doing it. A lot of transition now.
You just won't see any standing still, ever.
Yeah.
Fast pace is how both of these teams like to play. Inbounds play coming along the baseline for Concordia, throwing it up top for Taylor Cockrell. She'll set up the offense. Still plenty of time to work on the shot clock. About a 2.5, 3 second difference on the game and the shot clock. Here for the end of the quarter. Cockrell dribbling near the center court stripe. Got to be careful out there.
Yeah.
And a foul whistled to.
And they're letting them play hands-on, but when you get to a point where you're impeding the progress is where you're going to get a whistle at.
Bossy picks up her first, team's fourth. So the shot clock is off. Concordia can take the final shot here with 5 with 4. Cockrell has her three-pointer blocked. And, well, another shot blocked on the three-quarter court heave. Then that's the end of a quarter. It's Concordia 23 and Marion 15. We'll be back after these messages on the NAIA Network. Presented by Collegiate Awards, proud to serve as the official trophy and award provider of the NAIA.
The Arena Sports Academy in Sioux City is Siouxland's premier youth sports facility. Whether it's basketball, volleyball, dance, wrestling, or performance training, we offer top-notch programming at an affordable price. The Arena staff are committed to the youth of our community while driving a positive economic impact. Get your athlete involved today. Visit us at thearenasiouxcity.com.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Back at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City, Iowa, with big thanks to Hastings College Media, offering you the sights of this tournament as well as the great graphics and everything you see on your screen. Thank you to all of you back there. They're doing just a spectacular job as always.
They are top notch.
He's Nelson Wilson. I'm Justin Barker. Glad to have you. Courtside here at the Tyson Event Center after a quarter. Concordia 23, Marion 15. Bulldogs shooting 58% to 35% for Marion. They've also hit a couple of threes. They're 2 of 3. Marion 3 of 8 beyond the arc. Rebounding advantage to Marion, 10-8. The Knights have 6 offensive rebounds out of those 10 boards, Nelly. So those second chance points are going to come to the Knights as this game progresses with those kind of stats.
Yep.
Yeah, they can hear you not on the radio or through their speakers. Good job there, sir. Quality effort.
I'm pacing myself, JB. I'm pacing myself.
Amani Guy picks up her first. Pacing yourself. All right, then. Rushton up top. Near side for Taylor Farrell, who just checked into the lineup. Guy bats it down and gets the steal. Guy takes the right side. She'll step into the paint. Lay in, not strong enough, no good. Left to the side of the rim. Rushton comes out with it for Concordia as she pushes with a diagonal pass far side for Toomey. Toomey across the way, had her pass deflected. Good defensive effort. Mukwe gets it. She'll pick it up. Right side lay in. Good.
She is lightning quick.
That was impressive.
Wow.
Very impressive. 23-17, minute gone here in the second quarter. Rushton on the drive. She comes to a jump stop in the paint, shoots and scores. Tasha Ruston.
And
she's got 6.
And she's a freshman that can absolutely just fill the stat sheet up.
Downard continues her dribble at the top of the key. She'll look inside. Guy high points it. Downard for 3. Top of the key, no good, but a beautifully timed offensive rebound putback, no good. Behrman's opportunity is no good. Ball loose. Guy will pick it up. She falls to the floor and a foul coming.
She's got a long way to fall to the floor, too. Wow. But she's pretty agile. But they're fearless when it comes to rebounding. And right now, Concordia's got to do a better job of just not giving them second and third chances.
Riley Pauly picks up her second foul. Inbound play for the Knights goes in up top. Collier works off a screen, but continues her dribble and feeds the corner. Mukwe with the basketball. She'll slash a few dribbles. Draws out the double team. Three-pointer on the way for Perriman off the mark. Bopped back to Perriman. She'll work her way to the basket this time. Laid in, no good. A rebound to Aplaka for Concordia. Kepke takes over. Rushton for 3. And it's 28-17. Screen coming for Downard. Inside the free throw line, she'll spot the jumper. It's no good. Rebound poked loose. We'll have a foul on the rebound. I believe that'll go to Kennedy Gerard.
And that was, she was never able to get good rebounding position, and that was just a frustration foul right there.
And a timeout on the floor. 28-17. A full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with. We'll thank some of our sponsors here on the NAIA Network, including Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing partner of the NAIA. Fast scans, happy fans. Hometown Ticketing, we'll be right back.
Yeah, Grandma.
Getting a word in edgewise with Grandma isn't always easy.
Oh, yeah, your check.
Depositing her birthday check from your phone, on the other hand,
Of course I deposited the check.
surprisingly easy.
Yeah. It's in there. Yeah.
Mobile check deposit with the Great Southern mobile app. Easy. Download the app today.
Second quarter action here at the Tyson Event Center at the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship. 6 teams have already qualified for the quarterfinals. We put our final 2 into the quarterfinal round coming up here with this game and our next one. And we'll run down what's happened here today for those of you just joining us in a little bit. Concordia basketball following the timeout. They're shooting 63% in the early going on 12 of 19. Marion 7 of 25 for 28%. But Nelly, Concordia really doing a good job of creating open opportunities.
They are, and they just move well without the basketball, and it's like they've played together for a long time because each one knows where they're supposed to be.
Both teams very well disciplined. Uplaka back in the ball game. She'll get rid of it. Rushton looks inside, high off the window, no good. Rebound pulled in by Gerard for Marion. They'll push the pace a little bit here. Collier through the paint to the wing, open 3 in the near corner, in and out, no good. I believe they're going to get Gerard on a foul here, or they are, and that'll be her second.
Wow.
That'll bring Amani Guy back into the ball game. Who's got 4 points to this juncture of the game. Rushton hustles across the half-court stripe. She's got it in the offensive zone, awaiting a screen from Rebecca Higgins. Uplaka for 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Kepke. Another chance for Concordia. Higgins spins into the paint. She'll set up her shooter, Uplaka. She'll go baseline instead, hits side of the backboard. Collier clears the rebound, and she'll work her way through traffic. Collier, a little stutter step, and goes and gets the bucket in the end. One, that's a nice, patient move.
That was, and drew the contact there. Knew it was coming, drew the contact, was able to finish through it. So it's a great offensive move.
Toomey picks up her first, team's second. So Collier will go to the free throw line for the and one opportunity. 3 dribbles for Collier, and it's good. She swishes it home. A reliable 92% from the free throw line. She made 51 of 55 coming into the tournament. That'll work.
It will work. I'll take it as a coach.
No kidding. Wayner with the basketball. Collier up top wants a 3, and it's good. You could tell from the second she released it, it was going through. 28-23 Concordia. Near the midway point here of the second quarter. Conrad backs in. Her shot doesn't go off the bank. That's what I meant to say. It just didn't come out that way. Rushton will drive. She's got an opening. Up and over the rim. No good as it skims off the glass. And Willoughby will bring it into the front court. Wayner looks baseline where she's cut off nicely. Pass intended for Guy, deflected up in the air and stolen. Rushton looks, has Kepke on the wing. Back to Rushton at the top of the key. Beautiful backdoor cut by Kepke. Lay in, no good. Tried to flip it up over her head there, kind of. Just didn't have the English off the glass. Wayner will back it into the center circle, or she'll put her team in motion. Willoughby catches on the wing, back to the top. Return to sender. And we have an offensive foul off the basketball.
Yep, and that's going to be an illegal screen on Guy.
And that's her second. So a little bit of foul trouble creeping in here for the Marion Knights, their third player to collect their second foul.
Oh, and that was probably not the smartest either. Instead of letting your offensive teammate set that screen up for you, she went out and tried to get it.
That's Conrad across the half-court stripe. They're back to the hoop now. She'll turn and face it. Kepke comes out to set a screen, but Conrad's past her at that point. Higgins, open three, Rushton, good on the wing. She's got 12 here in the first half. Tasha Rushton, the freshman, who's playing incredibly well in her first trip here to the national tournament. Freshman from Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech win today? I think they did.
I think so.
High post for Collier. She'll turn around, wants to hit the cutter. It's tipped away, stolen by Concordia. 10th turnover against the Knights, and now another foul coming.
Wow. And they're seeing foul. Their fouls are just mounting up right now for Marion.
Collier's first, team's fifth, with 4:11 to go here in the half. Free throws coming for the Bulldogs the rest of the way. Concordia shoots 74% from the free throw line as a team, which is pretty salty. Taylor Cockrell's free throw is good, her first point of the day.
Can't really pick and choose who you want to put at the free throw line.
No, Cockrell an 80% free throw shooter. The free throw second one is too strong off the mark, rebounded by Allison Bossy. Collier catches on the wing. She'll hit the trailer, that is Bossy, and then back to the top, where the Knights will set up their offense. A couple of ticks under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Collier off a screen. It was a little tight for her to do a lot with it, and overthrew it, heading into the corner, and looking for Abby Downard. Turnover to Concordia.
When these teams, both teams, they garner so much defense and defensive pressure. If you don't get out and guard them on the perimeter, they're going to knock the shot down. If you come out and you're over aggressive, they're going to go by you and get to the rim. Like just two solid teams here right now.
32-23. Conrad will slow it down a bit for Concordia. Higgins was set to set a screen, but instead it's thrown away, stolen by Perriman, and that very well could be an intentional foul. There was definitely a wrap up there on the foul. And they'll discuss it, come to the conclusion of the proper call, because that's what they do. And it had the appearance of it, let's put it that way.
I mean, she did what a player, she did what a player would want to do, and that is, I'm not going to give up the easy layup.
So we've got an official's timeout on the floor, as the crew will come over to the monitor and take a look. Earlier today here at the Tyson Event Center, Campbellsville, Kentucky, the number 3 overall seed, defeated Lewis Clark State 69-53. They will take on Indiana Wesleyan. The 11th seeded Wildcats defeated number 6 seed Southeastern of Florida 83-70 in a fantastic game. Indiana Wesleyan just, boy, did they play well today.
They did.
So they'll take on Campbellsville. They're just a well-coached, well-oiled machine, senior-laden team that their experience just shines.
Yeah, well, and just very, very, very disciplined. Like, and everything they did, it was deliberate. Like they just, just a very, very poised team.
And one of the best things they did throughout the game was that they got up by double digits, and every time Southeastern tried to get back into the game and they scored a big bucket, they answered right away. And you just make it impossible for the other team to come back, and it's impressive.
Well, and again, you know that runs are going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that those are going to happen, but what you need to do as a team is you need to make those runs like short, but you have to answer them. And if you're a team that can do that and do it consistently, really, really like your chances.
Absolutely. Thomas More will play Dakota State at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Nellie and I will have that one for you. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Westmont and Clark. And Connor Ryan will have the call for you there, along with Steve Bates. They'll be with you at 6 o'clock as well for Campbellsville and Indiana Wesleyan. And then Nellie and I will be back for the nightcap. Winner of this game against the winner of Morningside and St. Francis. So
that'll be a dandy, too.
we've got, yes,
Wow.
it will be. Well, you talk about the coaches here. It's the same there. Jamie Sale with 4 national titles and Steve Brooks with 2 national titles. And between the two of them, they've won so many games it's silly. I mean, really. I mean, I'll bet the two have 800 wins, 900 wins combined.
Well, yeah, because Jamie has 600 plus.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he hit 600, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
He's 6'12 and 174. He's the dean here in the NAIA.
Wow.
In, let's see, where'd that go?
We are upgrading this foul to an intentional, so we're going to have 2 shots for white and white's going to get pulled.
Gotcha.
They do go with the intentional foul. Thank you, Mr. Referee. 23 years for Coach Jamie Sale, and for Coach Steve Brooks, 20 years, 544 wins and 600. They have 1,100 wins and 1,150 wins between the two of them.
You were a little short.
I'm sorry. I was way short. Well, we've had this tournament. This is the 24th time this tournament has come to town. We've seen them every year, and time just kind of flies. Collier hits the free throw. The foul to Rebecca Higgins, so she'll get the 2 free throws. And again, thank you to the refereeing crew for coming over and explaining that to us, that the foul was upgraded. So that gives Marion the basketball as well.
2 plus the ball, so not a common foul. So
Absolutely. So Collier will accept it right back. She'll point out some things and look over the offense. Collier picks up her dribble, and it's stolen by Cockrell of Concordia. She'll go left side and try to bank it in. No good. Kepke skies in for the rebound and throws it back to the top for Rushton. She'll drive. She'll turn it back to the top now after being cut off nicely. 8 on the shot clock, down to 7, 6, and 5 for Cockrell. Actually, check that. It was Conrad. Long 3 for Kepke. Does not draw iron, and it was going to be a shot clock violation either way.
yeah, Marion did a solid job that time of taking away the fast break that Concordia had, and then was able to get them into a half-court offensive set.
Bulldogs cooling off a bit, shooting now at 48%. Marion at 32%. The Knights within 7. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Collier up top. She wants another 3. It rolls over the rim. No good. Offensive rebound put back by Perriman. No good. But the second chance gets it. Well, technically the third chance. Second for Perriman. She gets the bucket, her first basket of the game. That'll cut the lead to 5. Cockrell from Kepke. And she'll dribble. Higgins sets a screen and rolls. 3-pointer from Cockrell up top, off the mark. Perriman to the rebound. Kepke takes it away from behind. Heck of an effort by Kepke. She saves it into Rushton. I thought she was coming into your lap, Nellie.
Yeah,
She'd have trucked you, too. She'd have taken you out, wouldn't she?
she would have. I'm kind of a sitting duck right now. Wouldn't have been good.
You and me both. Allison Bossy picks up her second. That'll put Rushton to the free throw line. Yeah, we're going nowhere but down.
Yes,
And it's not
And
even
it's
that
not-
far down.
and it's not going to be pretty.
No, it's not. That's going to be a bad deal. Rushton's free throw is good. She's had an excellent first half. Now 13 for Tasha Rushton.
Definitely doesn't play like a freshman.
No, absolutely not. She's spectacular. Second free throw is good. So many good players we've seen already here at the National Championship, and haven't even got to see all the teams yet. Kepke bats the pass down and out of bounds into the Concordia bench.
Because our 8 o'clock matchup is, yeah, we're going to see a whole slew of players.
Yes, we are. The young lady from Indiana Wesleyan just put on a clinic. 32 points and 13 rebounds for Ann Sechrist in the last game. She was simply spectacular. Collier fires into Perriman. Three-pointer from the corner for Bossy. Good.
Well, you know, you feel good as a shooter when you shoot the ball on the release, you're backpedaling. You might be a pretty good shooter.
You know it's going in. And Allison Bossy knew the whole time. I never had that confidence as a shooter.
Nope, never had to worry about that from me.
And outside of putting a wadded up piece of paper in the trash basket from 2 feet, I mean, that's usually my range. Rushton for three over Perriman, no good.
Fill a mean water bottle.
That's right. Willoughby with a rebound. Bossy stops, pops, shoots. Off her right hand, no good. Rebound pulled in by Conrad for Concordia. Less than a minute to play here in the first half.
This first half has flew by.
It really has. Well, it's just nonstop action. That's great. Conrad continues her dribble with 15 on the Concordia shot clock. Rushton will stop just outside the block. Shoots no good. Bossy with the rebound. Couple of seconds difference to the game and the shot clock. Downer will break the timeline. Well, both the teams engage defensively starting at the half-court stripe, so you have to be aware of that 5-second call all the time. You just can't stop. They overthrow Collier. It goes into the backcourt. It is a backcourt violation against the Marion Knights, so with 7.5 seconds left, Concordia could try to hit a bucket here and take some momentum into the halftime locker room.
Yeah, Mrs. Referee might have done them a favor because that was going to be a layup. So she did them a favor there by calling the backcourt violation.
Or a foul.
Yeah, definitely.
Inbounds play for the Bulldogs. Cockrell goes into the backcourt to get it. She works her way to the front court with three, with two, all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. Taylor Cockrell, right before the buzzer sounds, gets the bucket. And it's Concordia 36. Marion 30 at halftime. Great first half of basketball. We'll take a break here on the NAIA Network. We'll come back with halftime stats and more coming up. This game is brought to you in part by Daktronics, the official scoring, digital display, and audio provider of the NAIA. Visit Daktronics.com. We'll be right back to the Tyson Event Center. It's Concordia 36 and Marion 30 at halftime. And so far, Nelly, they've lived up to the billing of the anticipation many had for this game.
They have, and you're going to get a second half just much like the first half. Just a lot of up and down. Great defense, up in your face defense, everything being contested. So,
and the battle of the guards continues. Tasia Rustin for Concordia, Ella Collier for Marion. They've both led their teams in spectacular fashion. Rushton doesn't play like a freshman at all.
Man, I tell you.
Okay, Collier doesn't play like a freshman at all.
You know, and my thought was when I found out where Rushton was from, Texas, there's a lot of awesome colleges between here and Texas. Nebraska
Absolutely.
and Texas. How'd she end up here?
Coach Olson,
right,
good dude,
right.
Just a really good guy. Oh, you want me to play for you? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Willoughby up top for Marion as we get started here in the second half. Guys, turnaround jumper is off the mark. Cockrell with the rebound.
Because it helps when you can win some national championships.
It sure does. And play in a fantastic conference and get a excellent education as well.
Yeah.
2,300 the enrollment at Concordia, 3,200 at Marion. Every teacher you have knows your name. That's something to be said for that, as Rushton gets her first basket of the second half. I adjunct teach at Briar Cliff University here in town as a radio instructor, and I absolutely love it.
Well, and the whole everybody knows your name, that could be good and bad.
Yeah, it's so cool. Riley Pauly runs the break and gets the lay-in. She's got 9. But it's so neat to be able to walk around and know that as a student, I think that knowing that your professors care.
Right.
And they know who you are and they are invested in your future. And You're not just seat number 238. 5-second violation. Good defense by Rushton. Again, we get to say her name.
Well, and not only being able to get it done on the offensive end of the floor, but she can play a little defense.
Timeout on the floor by Marion, a 30-second timeout. 40-30. Just a little 4-0 run here for Concordia, but maybe a little concern for Coach Katie Geralds as she doesn't want it to get any worse.
Well, you as a team, you can push an 8-point lead to a 10-point lead, and you know, with the type of team that Concordia is, because you know that you're never going to be in a position to where you can shut them down. You can slow them down, but you're not going to shut them down. And the bigger that margin becomes, like the more pressure that puts on Marion.
Absolutely it does, and so far, you know, Monty Guy is a terrific player, 15 points a game. Concordia has really limited her touches with their defensive effort.
Well, and they've just gotten out and they've run, and so they said, okay, if you're going to keep her on the floor, she's got to be able to run and keep up with us, and if she can't, she's going to be in trouble.
Bailey Conrad will run the point for the Concordia Bulldogs. They lead by 10, 8:35 to play here in the third quarter. Cockrell, Conrad down to Pauly. She'll turn and face the hoop and fire it into the far corner. Cockrell, baseline drive, left for Pauly via the bounce, and the basket is good. Riley Pauly now with 11. Second Concordia Bulldog in double figures. 42-30. And a great way to minimize the timeout there, Nelly, by getting a basket of your own. Guy with a fadeaway jumper, no good. Conrad with a rebound. Conrad up the center of the floor. She'll turn. She's got Rushton on the wing for three, no good. Rebound picked up off the deck by Conrad. Kepke dribbles, Rushton up top, wants the three straight on, misses the mark, out of bounds to the Marion Knights. Kennedy Gerard into the lineup for Marion. And she'll do the inbounding against some Concordia Bulldog full court pressure.
Well, things are going to pick up here now that
the chess match continues. And that's what it's all about with these two veteran coaches. Downard. And that's a 10-second violation.
And she's saying that that ball settled in the front court. It was tipped out of her hands to the back court. So there had to be a break in account there, is what Coach is saying, and she's absolutely right, 100%.
So Concordia gets the basketball. Collier playing terrific defense right in front of us. Cockrell comes out to get it. Rushton settles in on the wing. Cockrell wants to drive. She will drive. Lay in, no good. Rebound falls out of bounds, and Concordia will keep it.
No, she got it right. It's going to be Marion ball.
Okay, Marion will have it. Wasn't sure who touched it last. I had my faith in the refereeing crew.
I got you, JB.
That's
I got you, man.
I did what they said. But they made the call right. Willoughby's jumper is good. She finds the bottom of the net. Macy Willoughby with 5. Sweet little jumper. On the inbounds, they tried to advance to hit Riley Pauly, but it went off the back of a Marion Knight and out of bounds, who was playing defense.
Well, it's a good thing because her teammate gave her a perfect pass, and Concordia they're just looking to get out and press the issue right now.
Handed back to Conrad. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Conrad will back it up. Collier will shadow her the whole way. Kepke for 3 in the corner, no good. Willoughby with a nice rebound. She'll turn it up quick for the Marion Knights on the attack. Collier on the wing, thought about a 3, drives baseline instead where she's cut off and throws it across the court. Top side for Downard. Down to Gerard, little drop step. She turns around, fires it deeper inside. Perriman with a solid post move.
Perriman's a tough player, man. She's a fierce competitor, too.
Yes, she is.
Man.
Nothing easy with her defensively, no doubt about that. And just working on the blocks. You love that player. And now she goes for the steal and has it. Perriman overran the basketball for a sec, gathers it back in and has the lay-in. Perriman with a 4-0 run.
And she's just kind of put these guys on her back right now, and she's saying, let's go. Let's get this.
Absolutely. Lead cut to 6, 42-36. It goes off the hands of Conrad and out of bounds. And the Knights will have the basketball and a chance to dig deeper here, I think. Yes, they do. Concordia will stay right here and apply some pressure. No, it goes to Concordia.
Yeah. Yeah, Conrad tipped it out.
But Conrad plays for Concordia.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
She had the ball last
It
time.
was.
I didn't know it was touched. Didn't look like it. But a offensive foul whistled against the Bulldogs. We'll give it to the Knights. Riley Pauly picks up her third. That's a big foul.
Wow.
Collier on the inbounds play has it knocked out of her hands by Kepke. So the Knights will move up a bit and inbound in front of the Concordia bench. Kepke steps in the passing lane again. She's just trying to play keep away. She's doing a heck of a job. So Perriman will inbound one more time for the Knights. And Willoughby will race towards the half-court stripe and gets there. As she dribbles. Collier catches on the wing. Collier looks inside to Perriman, who makes the catch but is fouled from behind by Mackenzie Toomey. Team's second foul. Higgins and Powell in for Concordia. Mukwe will inbound for the Knights. She gets it back of the post, makes a beautiful drop step towards the basket, but fires to Collier in the corner, who backs in, puts up an off-balance shot, no good, and oh, that's an unfortunate crash on the deck by both of those players fighting so hard for the rebound.
Wow.
Collier, the player, shaken up a bit here for Marion. We want to see her, obviously. She'll get up under her own power after taking a hit. She's going to try to shake it off, but young lady, it's okay if you take a minute.
Olsen, Coach Olsen's asking similar plays, and you gave me an intentional down here. Why is it? Well, the reason is because they were both going after the basketball. It's
Absolutely.
just a hard foul. That just looked terrible, but both is just a great hustle play there that looked horrible.
Collier will take a break. She didn't want to. Coach is in charge in that position. You come over here and shake it off a bit. It's all right. Take your time. Rushton, top of the key. Going to work off the dribble. Cockrell looks at the cutter, Higgins. She's covered up. Rushton with a fast first step to the basket. Got in a little too deep. Shot is no good. Mukwe with a rebound. Little one-handed pass ahead to Willoughby. Downard. Back to Perriman, who traveled.
The travel happened before that, I think.
It did.
It did.
It did.
Oh.
So the turnover back to the Bulldogs. 5 minutes to go midway through the third quarter. Cockrell wins the race to the rim and gets a right-handed lay-in. Taylor Cockrell with 5.
And Cockrell saying you got to have a better defensive plan than that because what you're doing right now is not working.
Perriman slashes to the hoop, out to Willoughby, who takes her own direct route to the basket and floats it up and in. Lead cut back to 6, 44-38. Well, one thing's for sure, nobody's going to have any energy left after this one. Higgins on the post, shot off the mark, and a jump ball will be whistled. Possession arrow to Concordia. Both teams are just playing at such a high level.
Oh, they are. And, you know, and there's never a right or a wrong time to see a game like this. But this has a Saturday night feel to it.
It does. It absolutely does. I think every game the rest of the way is going to have that feel. Rushton will punch it in up top and gets it there. Catch made by Toomey. Cockrell top of the key. She looks to drive again, cut off at the elbow. Higgins near side for Powell. Powell slashes her way to the basket. Left-hand lay-in high off the window, no good. And a foul will be called, I believe, to Toomey. And that's her third.
Wow.
So it'll be Marion Knight basketball. Bouquet has her pass deflected back out of bounds. Good effort by Toomey. That just doesn't happen very much on an inbounds play. It's great anticipation. Willoughby collects. With her hair bouncing in the wind across the half-court stripe.
Kind of looks cool.
It does. Well, if I didn't get a haircut through my first 40 years, it still wouldn't be that long.
Right? I'd have a fro for sure.
And nobody wants to see that anyway, so. Entry pass intended for Girard. There's a foul on the play from behind by Higgins, her second. Now, for some reason, as I age, it goes away from my head and out my nose and ears. I don't know what happened. It's like at some point it just happened. I could never grow that much hair on my head. I don't understand. I look like a party favor when I sneeze.
You are a barker, so
Yeah.
you're a different breed.
I know. That happens to all men. Knothead. Turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Just never had that long of hair. I don't know why.
Oh. Means less to comb.
That's fair.
See?
I save on shampoo.
And when you're grooming it, you can make it nice.
You haven't used shampoo since what, the early 80s?
Oh, it's been a long time. Straight soap.
44-38.
The things we talk about.
Inbound to Girard. She'll throw a soccer-style pass to Willoughby on the wing. She'll fire from downtown, no good. Taylor Cockrell with the rebound, and she takes off for Concordia. Quickly, top of the key, free throw line, and to the basket, and a charge.
Yeah. That defender just did a great job of funneling her right to her teammate. And, boy, that was she took it. She stood in there and took it like a trooper, but, man, that looked like it hurt.
Willoughby took the charge. Maybe that hair softened the blow a little bit. But, yeah, she stepped in beautifully.
Yeah.
Wonderful job by Macy Willoughby to pick up the charge and get her team the basketball, and she's back at it with the dribble. 44-38, Willoughby baseline, Girard the cutter, and a travel.
She switched pivot feet.
The 18th turnover of the day against Marion.
And, you know, when we talked at half and this is something that's going to plague Marion, and they've got to get rid of the turnovers.
Yeah, 18 over their average, and just not something they're used to seeing. Elia Collier. Ellis stands at the half-court stripe, encouraging her team defensively as the ball comes our way and out of bounds. We'll put it back in play here in just a minute. We'll get a new one.
Because we can. Nice Spalding ball.
Those are sweet basketballs.
They are sweet. We use those too.
Yeah, they're nice. Rushton has the dribble up top. Collier swats at the ball a time or two. Rushton steps back, fires for three. Top of the key, swish!
And she's just got a nice stroke, man. And give her any kind of room, and she's going to bury it.
Tayshaun Rustin with 19 points. Stolen by Concordia. Cockrell on the run. She's got Rushton behind her. Cockrell takes the lay-in and scores. Cockrell with 7. Lead back to 11 for Concordia. It was just cut to 6. Little 5-0 run by the Bulldogs. Downard on the attack for Marion. She dribbles behind her back, stopping at the elbow. Now changing direction to Willoughby on the wing. Willoughby goes baseline, gets in underneath for an open lay-in. Solid move by Macy Willoughby. She's got 9.
Well, both teams continue to go back and forth here.
Just
What
a
game.
great crossover dribble on the baseline. Rushton takes a deep breath, now takes off, has a step on Collier, throws it into the corner. It's Higgins, back to Rushton. She'll step back, wants another 3, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound coming our way. Please don't take us out. And I won't touch it. Where'd it go? There you go. Oh, you get a new one anyway. I tried to follow protocol and not touch it. I just let it sit.
It was out of play.
All right. Oh, is that the rule? If it
out
goes
of
off
play.
the court,
Yeah.
off the floor itself? Okay. I was going to say, I didn't touch it. Just trying to keep the game going. I don't want to be the one that squelches a run here. Cockrell top of the key. She's got to step down the paint. Into the corner, though. Rushton open up top for three. Swish.
And they've
22.
They've got to figure out where she's at for sure.
She is just filling it up tonight. 22 for Tasia Rustin. Willoughby wants to answer. Rushton standing by defensively, maybe for a steal here. We'll see. Perriman lobs it into Guy. She takes a step, twirls around. Out for three. Mukwe open, rolls around, no good. Rushton with a rebound, and then she's hogtied on a foul by Guy. That'll be her third. Just got caught up in her arms.
Yeah.
That's her third. You have
Rushton's just all over the place right now.
Guy at 6'4", Rushton at 5'4". Little discrepancy in arm length.
Yeah.
And Tasia Rustin was ready to take off.
Hey, where are you going?
Yeah. She's got one speed, and that's fast and furious.
Yep.
Rushton will help with the full court pressure. Instead, it's Kepke ahead to Taylor Cockrell. Rushton calls for it far side. Open, but the door closes on her. So Rushton will bring it back to the top. Fed to Kepke. Kepke for three on the wing, no good. Rebound takes a really high bounce and ends up out of bounds. It'll go to Marion. 52-40 with 35 seconds left here in the quarter. Chloe Schumacher into the Concordia lineup, and Abby Oplaka in as well for the Concordia Bulldogs. Abby Downard back in for the Marion Knights. Perriman, slick little bounce pass to Downard. We're back in play. 4-second difference in the game of the shot clock, as you see on your screen. Rushton challenging Downard with every dribble. Perriman has a nice move. First off the ball, then she gets it and rolls right to the basket. Terrific play for Perriman. She's got 8. Rushton looks to go coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Boy, that was a tough shot, too. She was on the other side of the rim and leaned to the right to put the ball off the glass.
Out of bounds to Marion with 2.2 seconds left. And the inbounds play coming here at the end of the quarter. Knights down to Guy. Beautiful drop step, then a fadeaway jumper, and it will count. It's good at the buzzer. So Guy with 6 at the end of 3 quarters, and our score is Concordia 54 and Marion 44. We'll be back right after these words on the NAIA Network.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
This isn't your average college experience. These are not average fans, average professors, or your average campus. Not interested in a traditional path? Cool. Neither are we. Interested in politics and sustainable agriculture? Perfect. Let's get to work. Okay, volleyball, homecoming queen, and nursing? Sure, why not? This is a place where you, your experience, and your future matter. We're simply here to help. Morningside.edu.
Start of the fourth quarter here at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship. Here on the NAIA Network with Nelson Wilson, I'm Justin Barker. Tasia Rustin with 14 points to lead the way for Concordia. Riley Pauley with 11. Meanwhile, for the Marion Knights, Ella Collier has 11. Macy Willoughby with 9. And Tamia Perriman with 8, the leading scorers. 2 timeouts left for Marion, 4 for Concordia. As we start the fourth quarter, a 10-point deficit for the Knights.
And if the fourth quarter is anything like that third quarter, JB, we're going to be in for a doozy.
Absolutely right. Concordia outscored Marion 18-14 in the third. Concordia shooting 22 of 49 for 45%. Marion shooting 18 of 48 for 37.5%. Rebounding advantage to the Knights, 32-26. 13 offensive rebounds for the Marion Knights. 10 second chance points. Down to Guy on the block. She turns, she fades away with a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Riley Pauley with a rebound. Rushton up the center of the floor. She'll stop and retreat just a little bit to Bailey Conrad by the center court stripe. Backdoor cut, little deep. Kepke for 3 in the corner, hit the side of the backboard, no good. And the ball comes our way again. Not going to touch it, left the floor.
I'll touch it.
Oh, you can touch it. Got to get a new one anyway. You got ball hawks all over, don't we?
Oh, yeah. That's good. Keep me from doing something dumb. I was just going to throw it across the court.
I believe that. Going to kick your feet up, too, like a soccer inbounds play. See if you can get some good distance on it. 7 on the shot clock, 6 and 5 for Concordia. Rushton will come out and get it. She's got Kepke for an open look. Overthrew it. That's a shot clock violation. Did not touch the rim. She may have rushed it a bit, but to be fair, the shot clock was expiring at a rapid pace. So the Knights take over with a chance to get the lead back into single digits. 9 minutes to go, 54-44. Jumper top of the key for Perriman, swishes home. She's got 10. Long pass up and over the defense, caught by Pauley on the baseline. She tries to break through a double team. And a timeout by Coach Drew Olson will save the possession. And he's got a few of those in his pocket, so a point here, whereas Marion gets it into single digits, you got to try to continue to keep that hurdle high for them to jump over.
Absolutely.
So a good timeout. 8:52 to play in the ball game. We've got Morningside and St. Francis coming up next. Winner of that game will face the winner of this one tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here on the NAIA Network. And Nellie and I will have the call for you on that one. Will it be a GPAC quarterfinal? Marion and St. Francis trying to say, nope, we want our team there.
Right.
Well, we got 8:52 to determine this one. Rushton will inbound from the baseline. Cockrell tries to come off a screen. It goes to Pauley instead. Pauley dribbles, and it's blocked down by Guy, but a foul coming. I don't know that it'll be to Guy. It might be to Wayner.
It'll be the Wayner.
That'll be her first. And a shooting foul will put Riley Pauley on the free throw line. 62% free throw shooter on the season. She's got 11 tonight. Free throw good as she gets the roll. Thought she threw it up there a little too hard, but rolled back down it in 4, and that's all she cares about. A point in the paper.
That's some shooter's touch.
And she swishes the second one. She's got 13. Lead back to 10. 56-46. As Wayner works it up, but taken away by Rushton. Guy was right there just to pick it up, but excellent hands by Tasia Rustin defensively. Perriman, she'll drive, trying to impose her will. And a foul on the play.
Coach Olson does a great job of just saying, hey, none of the extra stuff.
We're all professionals here, darn
We're
it.
going to continue to play basketball.
Well, it's intense.
It is very intense.
It's a great basketball game and a lot of intensity. And as you like to say as a coach, you'd rather be able to say, all right, you can take a deep breath instead of having to say you need to be more intense.
Right.
Collier's three is off the mark. Cockrell with the rebound. And Perriman with a personal foul, her first. And a technical foul against Perriman.
And you knew that was coming. Yeah, and she's been kind of boiling for a while, so you knew that was coming.
And Mukwe will check back into the ball game. So we'll have some free throws coming here. That's just the third team foul, so there won't be personal foul free throws. And Rushton will walk up to the free throw line. Tasia Rustin, an 81% free throw shooter. So Rushton will have a couple here. Working on a 24-point day. Free throw is no good. She'll get one more.
Well, and give her a chance to cool off and then get her back on the floor.
Second one for Rushton is good. She's got 25.
Marion needs her on the floor.
Now they do. Tasia Rustin with an excellent performance so far and just ready to. She's not done. Wants to add on to it.
It's just another day at the office for her.
Jeez. Just awesome. Pauly drives baseline, backs up Guy. Shot is off the mark, gets her own rebound, stolen away by Mukwe. She'll hustle the center of the floor, bounce pass to Wayner, leading her, but overthrew it. Cockrell comes out with the basketball. She's off to the races now. She'll put on the brakes and stutter step into a drive underneath the basket. Good movement along the perimeter of the ball for Concordia. Shot off the mark. Cockrell runs down the rebound. Guy comes out to guard Cockrell. And a foul. The Guy will be her fourth. And Kennedy Gerard will check back in for Marion. Taylor Cockrell will inbound here at the sideline. 7:38 to play. Rushton will catch it, being hawked by Willoughby. They've had some good battles tonight. Willoughby knocks away the pass. Cockrell catches it and throws to Rushton on the good side of the half-court stripe for Concordia. Stop, pop, jumper, good for Mackenzie Toomey. She's got 4. 13-point Bulldog lead.
They're looking to get a defensive stop here and maybe push that lead up to 15.
Gerard into the corner. Wayner with it. Back to Collier up top. Collier had 11 at halftime and is yet to score here in the second half. Inside feed. Deflected, out of bounds. Good effort by Riley Pauly as she even slid down to the floor to make sure it wasn't caught. Seven on the shot clock for the Marion Knights when they inbound. Up top, Mukwe open for three. She will think about it and fire. In and out, no good. It was halfway home. Cockrell with a rebound for Concordia. Cockrell, coast to coast, left-hand scoop lay in, no good. Pauly with a rebound and put back. Riley Pauly with 15.
Boy, Concordia, they just keep coming at you. They just keep coming at you, man. They're really forcing the issue right now.
Their 12th offensive rebound of the night. Marion been credited with 13 of them. Good bounce pass through the paint. Shot up good for Gerard. 3-point play chance coming. Just the answer the Marion Knights needed. Kennedy Gerard, a 58% free throw shooter, but all she's thinking about here is a 3-point play. The free throw is good. 3 for Kennedy Gerard. 61-49. Cockrell will advance it for Concordia. Cockrell looks to go the whole way. Scoop lay in right side, no good. Pauly with a rebound and fouled on the putback. I believe that'll be Gerard, and it'll be her. No, they give it to Mukwe, her first. So Riley Pauly will step up to the free throw line where she's hit a couple tonight. So the right-handed shooter, Pauly, her free throw is a little strong off the right side of the rim.
Well, I tell you, and for Concordia to be able to match the physicality that Marion plays with, it speaks volumes of Olsen's program and the conference that they play in.
Mukwe with a rebound. She'll feed along the sideline to Collier. Dribbles in around the free throw line. Wayner takes over. 6 minutes to go. Concordia 61-49 over the Marion Knights. Collier holds it high over her head. Willoughby thought about a three, but that door closed. Willoughby. Mukwe. She wants a three. She'll fire and nail it.
She's a nice looking player, too.
Mukwe for three. She's got 5. Lead cut to 9. Single digits for the first time in a while, and it's timeout by Coach Drew Olson. Tonight's game brought to you by Shorts Travel Management, official travel partner of the NAIA. Shorts Travel would like to congratulate all of the NAIA championship teams on an excellent season. Shorts Travel Management, proud to help these teams reach their destination throughout postseason play. Shorts Travel, the official travel partner of the NAIA. 61-52, 5:39 to go, Nelly. And for Marion, you got to stay close until you can hit that run, and you kind of get the feeling they're building some momentum here.
Well, and, you know, but sooner or later you have to. I mean, staying close is not what you want to do. Like they've got to hit a run here, and they've got to sustain it.
Yes, they do.
Because Concordia has shown that like they're not going to let off the gas.
They're answering it.
They're pressing.
Awesome, aren't they?
Absolutely.
It seems that Concordia so far has had an answer for just about anything that the Marion Knights have thrown at them.
And, you know, we've talked about this game being back and forth and both teams looking to get out and run every chance they get. But I'll tell you, JB, from my standpoint, Concordia they have dictated this whole game.
I agree.
I mean,
they have really set the pace and set the tone. And that's not easy to do against Marion.
Right.
I mean, they're the ones that are used to coming out and this is our pace, this is how we're going to play our game, and you need to play with us. It's been a good kind of a heavyweight boxing match where both are they're throwing haymakers here.
Yeah, they're definitely two heavyweight boxers, man.
No knockout punches coming. This one's going in the distance and to the cards, but boy, it sure is fun watching. 5:39 to play. Cockrell to Rushton. Tasia Rustin. Rushton with it. She'll pick up her dribble on the near wing. Cockrell top of the key. Collier sliding her feet. Rushton for three. High arcing attempt, no good. Offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Stolen away by Mukwe. She's got Willoughby running left side. Laying good. Macy Willoughby. She's got 11. Lead cut to 7. Here come the Knights. Rushton across the half-court stripe. Rushton looks to start a drive, picks up her dribble. Cockrell has to retreat into the backcourt to get it. Collier will foul her. She ran into her, trying to run down the basketball. Collier's third, team's 5th. That'll put the Bulldogs on the free throw line the rest of the way.
You have an opportunity for the basketball just like she does, but you can't go through her to get the basketball.
Yeah. Cockrell to the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter, 117 of 147. Sample size pretty solid for Taylor Cockrell. Free throw is off front of the rim, no good. Second one coming. That one is good, 1 of 2. Taylor Cockrell with 8. The leading scorers for both of these teams have kind of struggled tonight. Cockrell with 8 points, and Amani Guy with 6 points. She averages 15. So the leading scorers haven't been able to obtain their points per game average here, which means everybody around them doing a solid job.
Well, and it helps when you have a teammate like Rushton. It really does.
No doubt about it. Baseline jumper, Willoughby, good. (62-56). Bulldog basketball, 4:20 to play. Conrad backs it up with 15 on the shot clock and picks up her dribble. Pauly hands it off. Taylor Farrell lost it. Mukwe with the steal. Mukwe will go left side, try to bank it in, no good. Ball tipped up in the air, loose and pulled in by Concordia. And Rushton will take off. Rushton looks right side, throws it up and over the defense, no good. It was missed, and the rebound, or a foul on the rebound.
It's going to go on Mukwe.
That'll be your second.
Well,
Riley Pauly will go back to the free throw line.
There's no question in the hustle and the intensity that young lady plays with, man.
So Pauly back to the free throw line. First one is good. Riley Pauly now with 16 to go along with 5 rebounds. Second one no good off the front of the rim. Rushton almost out-jumped Mukwe for the rebound, but she'll gather it in and hustle it up. Willoughby takes one dribble off the drive. Back to Abby Downard, over to Collier. Collier looking, now drives left. Collier stops, little fadeaway with a hook, no good. Rebound poked out to the free throw line for Conrad. Conrad, a little behind the back pass to Riley Pauly, lay in, no good. Gerard with a rebound, outlet to Downard. She'll push it ahead. Collier will take the jumper, no good. Rebound poked into the hands of Taylor Farrell, who had to hop over a falling defender. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. The dish to Pauly, fouled underneath by Willoughby, her third. Pauly back to the free throw line.
And Marion, when they've had opportunities to convert, they've not been able to, and you have to take advantage of those situations.
63-56. Amani Guy back in the lineup for the Marion Knights. Pauly's free throw is no good. Hits the right side of the rim and falls away. She'll get one more. The free throw is good. She'll rattle home one of 2, which gives her 17 on the night. 64-56. Downard into the corner. Willoughby. Guy will send a screen for Willoughby. She'll fire for 3, and it's good. Macy Willoughby for 3. She's got 16. Lead cut back to 5. 2:35 to play. Concordia basketball. Cockrell back into the ball game, becomes part of the action. Now to Pauly. Pauly across the court. Cockrell thought about a 3. She'll drive baseline instead, where the shot is blocked by Guy into the hands of Collier. Collier at the free throw line will turn it back. She's got a trailer. Downard for 3. Top of the key. Swish by Abby Downard, and it's a 2-point game. 64-62. The battle continues with 2 minutes to play here in the round of 16. Cockrell dribbling. Cockrell looks around a Pauly's screen. She'll set up Koepke for 3 in the corner for the answer, no good. Willoughby with a rebound, and she wants to turn and go with it. Mukwe, right wing, gallops inside. She comes to a jump stop, out to Downard. Downard thought about a 3, but Rushton had a hand in her face. She couldn't get it away. So the Knights set up the offense with 15. Rushton goes for the steal and pokes it out of bounds. That's just terrific effort by Tasia Rustin.
And just great defense. Great defense. Does a great job of reaching in, coming up on the basketball instead of coming down, because that's going to be a foul, and just poking the basketball away.
So Tasia Rushton continues to show her energy and defensive prowess. Into Guy in the paint. She takes a dribble, knocked out of her hands. Cockrell with a steal. And she'll gather it in for Concordia. Cockrell across the half-court stripe. Cockrell takes a few dribbles. Pauly ready to set a screen. Willoughby going to fight it off if she can. Cockrell with 10. Rushton takes over with the dribble. Rushton works towards top of the key, gets around Downard, stops and pops over Guy, no good. Rebound falls to the deck, picked up underneath, and the basket is good by Mackenzie Kepke. She's got 4, lead is 4. 51 seconds to go here in the ball game.
Right down to the last second.
And Bailey Conrad will collect her first personal, team's third, and a timeout on the floor. Marion will have 1 timeout left. Coach Drew Olson has 2 of them left. It's 66-62, Concordia over Marion with 51 seconds to go. We'll take a brief pause here on the NAIA Network. We'll be right back.
Marion University is like a home to me.
Campus is where I made friends that I know will last a lifetime.
Academics, sports, or arts, Marion's got something for you.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
I'm a huge sports fan. Living in Indy, I've got the Knights, the Colts, and the Pacers.
Applying was so fast and easy.
I went to Marion for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marion University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marion.edu.
51 seconds to play here on the NAIA Network. Concordia 66, Marion 62. Marion's 5 fouls will put Concordia on the free throw line. The Bulldogs have committed just 3, so not quite there yet for the Marion Knights, but they've got the basketball coming out of the timeout. Abby Downard set to put it in play. Willoughby comes off a screen. It goes to Mukwe instead. She bounces to Gerard, back into the corner. Downard will drive, bounce pass into the hands of Mukwe. A little hot to handle the first time, but she collects. Willoughby with 15 on the shot clock. She'll step to the left for 3. Good! Macy Willoughby for 3, and she's got 19. Lead cut to 1. 5-second difference in the game and the shot clock. Cockrell fouled.
Wow, that was a big shot too. Big shot and almost a great defensive stop by Marion.
The foul to Mukwe will be her 3rd. So Taylor Cockrell will go to the free throw line, working on an 8-point day.
These free throws are big free throws.
Definitely one of the leaders here for the Concordia Bulldogs. The junior has played now through her 3rd season, and she pretty much played right away and has been a difference maker for Concordia pretty much right away. Misses the first, though, so it's 66-65. The second one for Cockrell is good, 1 of 2. She's got 9. And a timeout by the Knights. I believe they'll advance the basketball. They can do that, right? With this timeout. So it's 67-65 with 27 seconds left. If you're Drew Olson and the Bulldogs, don't let Macy Willoughby touch the basketball.
Well, because down the stretch here, man, she's proved to be huge, not only on the offensive end of the floor, but she's actually come up with a couple big defensive stops too. So
she has. She's got 10 points here in the 4th quarter, and the hoop must look like the back of a dump truck for her because she is just, she's on. She is on in the zone. That's the final timeout for the Marion Knights. Coach Olson still has 2 of them. Tasia Rustin with 25. Riley Pauly with 17 for Concordia. And it's Macy Willoughby with 19 for the Marion Knights. Ella Collier with 11. Perriman in double figures with 10 as well. It's Marion basketball. Mukwe will inbound along the near sideline here. 27 seconds left. Shot clock not a factor for the rest of regulation. Downard takes it at the top of the key. to Willoughby. Hawked by Taylor Cockrell. Cockrell fights through a screen. Willoughby backs in, lost the handle. Ball loose on the deck. Possession arrow favors Concordia with 17 seconds left in the jump ball.
Let's shoot, and they got the ball. They got the ball in the hands of Willoughby, and that's who they wanted to get the ball to. Concordia did a great job defensively as they had backside help there. When she turned to come back to the basket, they were able to poke that basketball away. So great defensive effort that time by Concordia.
30-second timeout by the Bulldogs. Perriman and Guy will check back in. Jayla Wayner as well. Tonight's game brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike. Proud to be the official apparel and footwear provider of NAIA headquarters. Use promo code NAIA Winter 2020 to get 20% off Nike products at bsnsports.com. 67-65, 17.2 seconds remaining. Coach Olson has one timeout. That'll be the stoppage of play if anybody wants it. Bulldogs will inbound right near their bench in the official scorers table. Mackenzie Kepke will do the inbounding as she looks for an option. It's Rushton in the corner where she's fouled by Jayla Wayner. That'll be her second, so Rushton will go to the free throw line.
Did a great job of putting everybody on the backcourt side that time of their offensive floor, and then basically like ISO-ing Rushton that time.
So Rushton with a couple of huge free throws in front of her, trying to make it a two-possession game. The free throw is spot on. She has 26.
Steps up and hit just like a freshman would. Can't say enough about her. Just a huge player.
Second one is good as well, 27. Tayshaun Rustin has led the Concordia Bulldogs here tonight, 69-65. Perriman block shot. Cockrell comes out with the basketball and a foul with 8.9 seconds left. Cockrell will walk to the other end and shoot free throws for the Bulldogs. (69-65). Cockrell's free throw is good. She has 10.
And that's game, set, match.
70-65. We saw a 5-point possession with about 2 seconds last night.
Not from either one of these teams.
Cockrell's free throw is good.
Smarter than that.
She's got 11. Mukwe will hustle. Mukwe cuts a double team. She'll go all the way to the basket and lay it up at the front of the rim. Good with 3.5 seconds left. .8 seconds in the foul. And we'll walk to the other end here. Perriman will pick up her fourth. Wayner back into the lineup for the Knights. Well, maybe, never mind. It's Mackenzie Toomey at the line. Free throw is good. 5 for Mackenzie Toomey. Second one for Toomey is good. She hits them both. 2.8 seconds left. Coach Olson will take a substitution timeout. Allow Riley Pauley to get a nice little round of applause. They throw it deep. It goes through a few hands, and the buzzer sounds here at the Tyson Event Center, and the final score is Concordia 73 and Marion Knights 67. Concordia improves to 22-8 on the season. Marion's season ends at 27-6 here at the National Championships. The Bulldogs will play tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here in the National quarterfinals after their victory. Here's how we got. Well, we got there, Nelly, by just an incredibly exciting game and a well-played game by both of these teams.
Man, can't say enough about Concordia tonight. Believe they had. Did they lead from start to finish?
I
believe they led.
I kind of think they did. I'm not sure they trailed.
Finish. But what a heck of an effort tonight by Concordia, and Marion, nothing to hang their heads about. But every time that they seemed they were going to put together a solid run, Concordia had an answer for them.
They did. They really did, and that's if the other team doesn't have the opportunity to really get back in it and make a serious threat. Down the stretch, they got within 5, I think was the closest they got, and with every action, there was a reaction. With every action of the Concordia offense, there was a reaction by their defense.
Right. Well, they got it down to 2.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah, got it down to 2 and just wasn't able to convert. They got the ball into the hands of the player that they wanted it to be in, and just couldn't make a play down the stretch.
Bulldogs shoot 25 of 63 for 40% on the day. Marion 27 of 64 for 42%. From beyond the arc, Concordia 6 of 20 for 30%. Marion 9 of 21 for 43%. Rebounding advantage to Concordia, 41-38. Bulldogs 16 offensive rebounds, Marion 13. For Concordia, 11 assists, 15 turnovers. For Marion, 14 assists, 22 turnovers. Concordia 14 steals to 10 for Marion. Bench scoring 15-8 for the Knights. Points in the paint 34-28 for the Bulldogs. Second chance points 15-10 for Concordia. And points off of turnover, huge, Nelly, the difference in the game.
Yeah.
Concordia 29-16 in points off of turnover.
Wow.
Really impressive.
It is, and just the level. I was impressed with the level of play, like the whole game. And usually you don't have that, but I tell you, man, it was intense from the jump ball.
It absolutely
to the
was.
final buzzer.
Indeed,
man.
For Concordia, they were led by Tasia Rushton with 27 points. She was spectacular.
That young lady's a freshman. So they've got 3 more years.
Yeah.
She's going to be something special.
She's not done here, though. Riley Pauley with 17. Taylor Cockrell with 11. 6 for Bailey Conrad, 6 for Mackenzie Toomey, 4 for Mackenzie Kepke, and Abby Oplaka with 2. For Marion, they were led by Macy Wallaby with 19, and she put on a heck of a performance in her final game as a Marion Knight. She's got nothing to hang her head about. She was dang good all night, there's no doubt. 11 for Ella Collier, 10 for Tamia Perriman, 7 for Shanice Mukwe, 6 for Abby Downard, 6 for Amani Guy, 5 for Allison Bossy, and 3 for Kennedy Gerard. Nellie, like you said, just a fantastic game, and really, that's what a national tournament game should look like.
Absolutely.